Heyo, and a very warm welcome to the Planet Plipcam channel. Now today, this is something that I've been wanting to check out for quite a long time now. Now this is the Twisted Rapids, and it's on the Xbox Frontier Workshop, and it's a really quirky little ride design that I have never seen in Planet Coaster before. So this is called Twisted Rapids, and it's made by the creator Professor Oak. Now I have not been able to contact this creator, and I would love to find them, so if you are watching, please do get in touch. I think it's such an amazing creation. But we are going to take you through the queue line. You've just seen some cinematics, and the description basically says a fully themed hybrid spinning water raft coaster, and there is no landscaping required. So just to touch as we're going through the queue line, how it was actually to place it down. You get nice markers, sink to here, no further down than here. Just as you're placing it down, that was very easy to use, so a nice guide there, so you know exactly when you're placing this in your park how to do it, as this is a really difficult thing to build. As you'll see, which you may not want to build yourself, but you might want to theme it. And that's definitely what's brilliant about this ride. It's not too themed, it's just themed to your kind of alpine. That's why I put it in this biome, and that's just why I love this kind of blueprint. I think it's such an epic thing that I've been waiting to review for ages. I've been texting different creators, showing them, saying, have a look at this, this is so cool, I've never seen it before. On any different channels, so I'm so excited to be showing you it. So you can see that we've got the queue going into the station here, and you can just see the realism straight away. You've got bits where you can't go to, and then we are going to take a ride on this coaster, this rapids ride. I'm not too sure what to class it as, but it's a really wacky combination of the two. So it is made with the extreme spinning coaster, which I did actually build in my Radiator Springs videos. And yeah, I really love this coaster, and it's one of my favourite coasters to build, but to see it in this kind of format, where you've got it basically going down this water track using the River Rapids ride, and then the realism too. I'm going to give you some shots later on about all of the realism in this ride, but even things like this, where you can see the track is tilted, or you know, it's just going to tilt them where it gets to a more rapid section, where you have the whitewater rapids kind of area, which you can make in the trough of the water rapids in this game. And you can see it's all cordoned off with the rocks on one side, which is really nice. Obviously it doesn't need to be too neat like it would for a boat, as this is kind of on a track, so it's not going to go right all the way to the edge, but you can see that it's been sunk down and it travels all the way along this slower section before it gets into more of an intense section, which you will see in a little bit. So you can see on the side, as I say, cordoned off with all of these concrete structures. I will take them out and show you individually how they've been built, and this is what really grabbed my attention, the lift hill. Exactly, obviously, how you'd have it with the water rapids. It's just such a cool concept. I don't know if there is something like this in the world, and you know of it. I'd love to know in the comments. I haven't been able to find anything online like a spinning one like this. Obviously you have the rapids rides where sometimes you have the thing which you can turn in the middle, but I think that just goes with the course of the water. So you head past that kind of backstage area, almost a western theme with all of the wood there, and then around past these rocks and up to another lengthy lift hill. And this is obviously underneath, you've got a chain link under here, a chain link lift hill, and you're going to head up here. I'm just zooming out here so you can see a bit of what you've got in this park, or this blueprint, sorry. You head up, you head around the corner and then into the coaster section, which is really, I guess, what the thrill section is. So it's nice to give the guests something to like block them around. I know at Flamingoland, one of my local parks, before the big drop in their water rapids ride, you have the kind of pre-show and all of that going around the zoo area, which is really cool. And that's what I like about this ride. You can really theme it to anything that you like. So you can see that it does head down this waterfall here. I would just sink that waterfall down a little bit more, as it does look like it's coming from nowhere, but apart from that, you do head into this awesome spinning coaster section. Now you can see the spinning in this is pretty perfect. Now when it does come to the stats of this aren't very good, as obviously it's a very boring coaster, but guests will still ride it. I did make it cheaper if you're in sandbox mode. I'm having no problems getting a full queue, you know, a free ride. When it was set at about £9, pretty much everyone was turning around, as excitement is down at like I think 1. So yeah, that is something to note if you are going to use this in your Xbox park. But then I've just put in, when I was editing this video for the audio, I've just put some backstage kind of things that you can see. So you've got all of the pipes that you will have seen on that POV, and that's squirting out all the water, as obviously the water can't just come from anywhere. You've got all different sections, and that's how that works. Then you've got it all with all of these steps, and then this is where you've got the temple block slopes, the 2 by 4 meters. And then the 2 by 2 meters, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, maybe 4 meters. But yeah, you've got all of those blocks, and they really make a nice surround. It's really like a Nerd Chacho park, this. This is kind of what he'd do with all of the realism. And to be honest, I'd really like to do this in one of my parks, but I know this will take so much time, so well done to this creator. Just showing you how the rapid section's been done there, and I did want to touch on some of the other stuff that you just saw. You've got kind of the lifeguard area, and with the hook that you can hook maybe rubbish out of there, or if anyone gets hurt. And then you can see without it, this is the coaster basically. So you've got your drive tyres all the way around, and then you've got sections where you tilt, and where that water is, that's really cool, like the thing's rocking. If I was doing that, I'd never think of this. And to be honest, texting other creators in the community, I've never seen anything like this. It's so cool, and I'm sure maybe if you're even on PC, you'll be thinking, wow, like this is a pretty cool creation, and you might even want to try it out yourself. And again, pretty bog standard when you look at some of the PC creators, but again for Xbox it's quite revolutionary. I haven't seen many good realism in blueprints, much good realism in blueprints, and that's a nice kind of feature that has been added to this blueprint, as you've got all of the trigger sequences and everything to look like buttons to shut down systems and everything. And then you've got, as you can see, just an overview of this coaster section, and you've got this another channel of water that comes along here, a ride that's not in use, and this is next to this nice foliage. I think this is all the planters, the mud from that. That's a nice touch, and this is all, you know, it's all perfectly trimmed and so realistic to what a park could be. And you've got this kind of splash pool as well, and it's not just a piece of blue basic shape. You do have the pipes that do let the water down. You can see there's just a close-up of how it tilts. Elsewhere, more realism. There's so much in this park. You've got ladders up to all of this big wall, and you've got gates, compound gates. And you can see this is the building I haven't really touched on yet, with all of these cool lighting fixtures and with all of the rocks. So that's a really cool feature. And then just around here, some more access with steps that will never ever be used. But what a cool feature. I mean, you could put some studios people in there. But yeah, here's it at night. And I just really wanted to show you. It's nicely lit, not too much, very nice and realistic. I just wanted to show you this creation, and I do hope that you have enjoyed taking a look at this creation. I would really appreciate you liking the video if you have, and obviously subscribing to the channel would really help me out, so thank you for that. I really appreciate that, and also turn that notification bell on if you don't want to miss more videos like this. I do thank you so much for watching. Well done to the creator, and I will see you in the next one.